I'm going to give you some advice right here that's going to go against what the standard operating procedure is for most people. As a man, if you are a man, if you are a young man, a young boy, it doesn't matter. If you're trying to become a man in the future, you need to experience as much failure and rejection and pain as you possibly can in a shorter period of time as possible. Now, I know that goes against what everybody feels is good for them. But the truth is the number one trait that's going to define who you are as a man in total, not just including like you separating you from other men, but separating you from who you are now and who you're going to be in the future and who you can be in the future is going to be resilience. Resilience is the number one trait that's going to separate you from yourself, as who you are now, and turn you into who you want to be and separate you from other men. Resilience only comes from what you can and have endured. That's it. Resilience does not come from anything else. You must experience pain, rejection, and failure in order to gain resilience. You have to overcome those things. You have to experience them, run right headlong into them, experience the consequences that come from them, and then overcome them. You have to refuse to quit and just learn that every single rejection, every single moment of pain, and every single failure is just a data point. The more rejection you face, the more pain you experience, and the more failure you experience, the more you realize that those are just data sets. The crazy part about this, the insane part about all of it, is that the more pain, rejection, and failure you experience, the more data you get, the more confident you get. Believe it or not, you become more confident because you've experienced all these things in the past and they didn't stop you. You overcame every last one of them. So you gain more confidence as to what you're capable of handling as you move into the future. That is the crazy offset of it. Now, you will also hear me say often that the key to confidence is building a catalog of success. The crazy part about that is for every one success that every person, for every one success that you have countless failures that lead up to that success. Your only option is to fail your way to success. This is a fact. So, regardless if you want who you are, if you are a man, regardless where you are, who you are, what age you are, where you're at in life, any of those things, the number one thing that's going to separate you from yourself as to who you are now and who you can and want to be, and for you from other men, so that other men and women will respect and admire you, is going to be your level of resilience. So you have to build your level of resilience. If you are afraid of women, just go out and talk to women. You don't have to hit on them. Just talk to them. Just keep talking to women. If you are an introvert and have problems just talking to people, man, just talk to anybody and everybody that you can. We all have barriers to success. We all have our individual barriers to success. Yours may not look like mine, or they may look exactly like mine. Either which way, we all have our own journey to go through. Whatever your barriers are, whatever those pain points are, you need to experience them as much as possible, as quick as possible, so that you can get over them. Pain, failure, and rejection. Guys, just go out and experience as much of them as possible, as humanly possible, in as short a period of time as possible. The more often you experience them, the more you're just going to realize they're actually a data point and not anything serious. And the more you'll be able to succeed in the future. If you're scared of women, for instance, a really good idea to think about it, man, is let's say you go up to an extremely beautiful woman and you ask her for a number, and it does not go well. It goes very bad, let's say. She's not going to think about you again 15 seconds after she walks away. Anybody that may have witnessed you getting rejected isn't going to think about it again more than a minute later. Even if they happen to talk about it amongst themselves for a hot second, like, damn, you see a dude get rejected? 50, a minute, 2 minutes later, they're no longer going to be thinking about it. The only person that it sticks with is you because you are dwelling on it. If you've experienced enough rejection, however, you no longer dwell on it. So like, okay, it's no big deal. You just move on because it's a data point. It's no longer something that affects you so deeply because you've experienced this so often. So you're quote unquote numb to it. That's a very good example and just one that I see a lot of guys nowadays having a problem with. So, guys, resilience, your ability to endure is going to come only from pain, failure, and rejection. Go out and experience as much of those as you can as possible.